Did you know that according to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, most people are completely unaware when someone is romantically interested in them? Yes, right now, you could be sitting across from someone who has strong feelings for you, and you might not even notice it. And that's exactly why this video could change your love life, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what subtle cues to look for, so you never miss your shot again. And trust me, if you stick around until the very end, I'll reveal a bonus sign, one that's even more powerful than the rest, but most men completely overlook. So let's dive into it. Welcome to Wisdom Muse, your go-to channel for real. Relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships with clarity, confidence, and purpose. 1. She initiates conversations and asks thoughtful questions. Let's start here because this is often the first clue that slips under the radar. Women don't just strike up conversations without reason, especially not with someone they feel emotionally neutral about. If she's texting you first, initiating conversations out of the blue, or even making subtle efforts to keep a dialogue going, it's not just small talk, it's interest. But there's another layer to this. If she's asking you meaningful questions, not just the typical, "How was your day?" but deeper ones like, "What's your dream job? Where would you travel if money wasn't a concern? What's something you've always wanted to do but never got around to?" She's not just talking. She's trying to understand your inner world. She's pulling on the threads of who you really are because something about you intrigues her. And here's a powerful sign. She remembers the little things. Maybe you once mentioned an important meeting coming up, and days later she checks in and asks how it went. Or you casually told her you're a huge fan of a certain band, and next week she sends you a link to their new album. That's not coincidence, that's connection. According to relationship psychology, we store emotional data about people we care about. When a woman is interested in you, your words don't just pass through her. They stick. So if she's the one reaching out, asking thoughtful questions and referencing things you thought she might have forgotten, she's already invested, whether she's saying it out loud or not. 2. She finds excuses to touch you. Touch is primal, it's powerful, and it's rarely random. When a woman is into you, her body starts speaking even if her mouth stays silent. Does she casually brush something off your shirt? Fix your collar, touch your arm? While laughing at something you said, that's her creating micro moments of physical intimacy. These small touches might seem innocent, but they're often loaded with meaning. It's her way of testing the waters, bridging the space between you and seeing how you respond. Here's an example you've probably seen. She places her hand on your forearm as she makes a point during a conversation, or gently bumps shoulders with you during a shared laugh. These aren't accidents. They're intentional subconscious actions driven by attraction. And pay close attention to what happens after the touch. If she lingers, maintains eye contact, or smiles afterward, that's a confirmation. It means she enjoyed the moment. She's not just trying to connect with you physically. She's trying to create chemistry. But if she quickly pulls away or looks unsure, it might not be romantic interest yet. In short, if she keeps finding reasons to get close to you physically, her body is already telling a story. Her words might not have yet. And that story is saying, "I like you." She listens actively and remembers the details. Listening is more than just hearing. It's attuning. And when a woman is into you, she listens differently, with intention, with focus, with care. It's not just about nodding and smiling. She's absorbing your words. She's collecting pieces of who you are and holding on to them. You mention your favorite coffee drink. She remembers it. You tell her about a childhood memory with your dog. She brings it up weeks later. Why? Because you matter. We all have dozens of conversations daily. Most of them we forget within minutes. But when someone makes an emotional impact, our brain holds on to the details. It's the psychology of emotional investment. When we're attracted to someone, our mind naturally prioritizes them. So if she's remembering the little things, your goals, your stories, your passions, she's not doing that by accident. She's paying attention. Because to her, you are worth remembering. One strong example, you say you're into classic cars. Just once, and next time you see her, She's found an article about a vintage car show happening nearby. That's effort. That's interest for. Her body language is flirty and open. Here's something most men overlook. Before a woman says she's into you, her body will show it. Look closely. Is she leaning in when you speak? Keeping her arms open instead of crossed angling? Her body toward you rather than away? That's comfort, that's curiosity, that's attraction. There's also mirroring. If she subtly mimics your posture, matches your energy, or copies, small gestures like taking a sip of her drink, right after you, that's not a coincidence. It's a psychological alignment. Her brain is syncing with yours, and of course, there's eye contact. Now, eye contact alone isn't always romantic, but if she holds your gaze just a second longer than normal, if her pupils dilate slightly, or if she looks away and then quickly looks back again, those are signs her subconscious eye is trying to build intimacy. Human attraction runs deeper than words. It's primal, instinctive, and it often begins with how the body reacts before the heart or mind even catches up. 5. She touches her neck or collarbone around you. This one's subtle, almost hidden in plain sight, but it's deeply rooted in psychology and human behavior. When a woman touches her neck, collarbone, or gently exposes these areas while talking to you, it's not random. In fact, it can be one of the most telling signs of attraction. Why? Because the neck is one of the most vulnerable and sensitive parts of the human body. Subconsciously, when a woman exposes this area by brushing her hair aside, tilting her head, playing with her necklace, or lightly tracing her collarbone, it signals trust, openness, and comfort. And more than that, it can signal desire. It's a non-verbal, instinctive way of showing you that she's relaxed in your presence and possibly hoping you notice her feminine energy. These aren't bold declarations. They're quiet invitations. For instance, if she's talking to you and suddenly starts adjusting her necklace while holding your gaze, or if she tucks her hair behind her ear while looking slightly down and then back up again, you're witnessing her body's unspoken way of saying, "I'm drawn to you." These behaviors are rooted in biology, yet incredibly emotional, because they only surface when a woman feels safe and possibly interested. 6. She asks for your help or advice. Most men assume that when a woman asks for help, it's simply because she needs something. But often it's not about the task. It's about you. When a woman likes you, she'll often create opportunities to interact with you more. Asking for advice, no matter how small the subject, gives her a reason to open a door to your world. It could be as simple as, "I'm thinking of upgrading my headphones. Do you have any suggestions?" Or, "I can't decide between these two outfits. Which one do you think looks better?" What she's really doing is inviting your perspective and creating connection. And there's a psychological principle at play here called the Ben Franklin effect. It's the idea that when someone does a favor for you, they begin to like you more. So by asking for help, she's deepening the emotional bond on both sides. She's not just interested in your opinion. She's showing you that she values your judgment, and that's never just casual. If she could ask anyone, but she chooses you, it means she trusts you and she wants to build something more. 7. She compliments you sincerely and specifically. A compliment is easy to give, but a meaningful compliment that takes real attention. When a woman is into you, her compliments go beyond surface level. She won't just say, "You look nice." She'll say, "That shirt brings out the color of your eyes." "You're so passionate when you talk about what you love." It's really attractive. You make people feel comfortable just by being around them. See the difference? She's not just admiring how you look, she's appreciating who you are. These compliments reveal that she's paying close attention to how you move, how you speak, what lights you up. And when she verbalizes those observations, it's her way of saying, "I see you, I notice the things others miss." That kind of recognition comes from emotional investment. People don't compliment things they're indifferent to. So if she's calling out the little things that make you unique, it's not just flattery. It's a quiet declaration of her interest. 8. She makes an effort to spend time with you. Here's a golden truth. Time is the most valuable thing any of us have. And if a woman is consistently making time for you despite how busy her life is, that says everything. She won't just wait around for you to make plans. She'll drop hints. She'll ask what you're doing this weekend. She'll mention an event or a place and subtly hope you invite her. Sometimes it's even quieter than that. Maybe she suddenly becomes interested in something you like. If you're into art, she might say, "I've been meaning to go to that new exhibit." Or if you love hiking, she casually brings up wanting to try a new trail. These are not coincidences. She's curating opportunities to be near you. Even after a group hangout, if she lingers longer, sticks by your side, or finds excuses to extend the conversation, it's because she wants to be close. Women don't repeatedly show up in your orbit by accident. If she's prioritizing your presence, it's because you matter more than she's letting on. 9, she shows interest in your hobbies and passions. This one is special because it's not just about you. It's about what you love. When a woman is into you, she doesn't just tolerate your hobbies. She actively engages with them. Even if she never liked sports, she'll ask about your favorite team. If she's never been into jazz, she'll listen to that one artist you're obsessed with. If you're into photography, she might suddenly be curious about camera gear. Why? Because when a woman is emotionally invested in you, she becomes curious about your world. You might talk about something in passing, and a few days later she brings it up. Not because she's trying to impress you, but because she genuinely wants to connect through what matters to you. This effort shows that she's aligning her energy with yours. She's not just listening. She's remembering. She's not just asking questions, she's looking for threads to tie herself closer to your life. It's subtle, but it's profound, because when someone takes interest in your passions, it's a sign they're already picturing a place in your future. 10, she teases you playfully and lightly. Ah, playful teasing. The language of flirtation wrapped in humor. If she teases you in a way that feels fun, lighthearted, and personal, she's definitely into you. It might sound like, wow, you really do wear the same hoodie every day. You're such a grandpa with your taste in music. Or, you're so bad at texting back, I should start charging you per minute. These aren't insults. They're signs of comfort. Teasing builds tension, humor, and chemistry. 3 things essential to romantic connection. And watch her closely when she does it. Is she smiling? Does she lean in? Does she playfully nudge you? Then she's not just joking. She's hoping you'll play along. This kind of banter requires comfort and interest. People don't tease those they feel nothing for. If she's giving you that mischievous spark in the eye energy you've got, her attention bonus sign, she gets jealous over other women. Now this is where things get real jealousy. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's one of the most honest signals that someone sees you as more than just a friend. When a woman starts to catch feelings for you, whether she admits it or not, her emotional radar becomes highly attuned to any other female presence around you. But here's the catch. She won't always show it in loud or obvious ways. In fact, the jealousy often comes in subtle waves. Watch for signs like her tone changing slightly when you mention another woman. A quick, almost disguised eye roll when someone attractive walks by. Teasing you about your many female friends in a way that sounds light but hits a little too specific. Even a simple question like, "Oh, who's texting you when your phone buzzes?" can carry more weight than she's letting on. And it's not about possessiveness. It's about emotional territory. Psychologically, jealousy reveals that we've subconsciously attached ourselves to someone. We feel a sense of emotional ownership, not because we want to control, but because our heart is silently screaming, "Please don't give what I want to someone else." She might not say, "I like you." But if she suddenly becomes a bit more affectionate or tries to pull your attention back when another woman is present, that's not coincidence. That's instinct. One moment that gives it away. Let's say another girl is talking to you at a party, and out of nowhere, she walks up and joins the conversation with extra energy, laughter, or even mild sarcasm. She's not just being social, she's re-establishing her presence in your space. She's not competing. She's defending her emotional claim. And according to numerous studies in social psychology, These subtle displays of jealousy aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of unspoken affection. If you notice this, treat it with respect. Don't exploit it, but recognize it as what it truly is. A whisper from her heart saying, "You matter to me even if I haven't told you yet." Now that you know the 10 real signs and the bonus one most men overlook, you're no longer in the dark. You're equipped. You're aware. And next time you're around that woman who keeps brushing your arm, asking about your passions, remembering your favorite song, and looking just a bit annoyed when you mention Jessica from work, you'll know the truth. She's not just being nice. She's not just being friendly. She's showing signs. She's into you, and you won't miss your shot again. If you've watched this far, drop a comment below saying, "I see the signs." So we know you're part of the real Emma community. Did you spot any of these signs in your own life? Share your experience in the comments. You might help someone else spot the truth in their own love life. Like this video if you found even one insight helpful. It helps us reach more people who need relationship clarity. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we're dropping more emotionally intelligent psychology-based content every week, designed to make you smarter in love and stronger in life. And don't stop here. Up next, check out the video on your screen, The Secret Psychology of Ignoring a Girl. Why it drives her crazy. You won't believe how powerful silence can be. See you there. Stay sharp, stay kind, and stay real.